Ah, hello guys. 2 minutes early. And I just thought I'd basically schedule a live stream. I was going to do a video to talk about the new trailer for the Batman, but I thought I'd just do a live stream on it because just to get it out there straight away. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the Batman in this. So anyone wants to discuss the new trailer, what you thought of the new trailer, that's what we're discussing in this stream. So yeah, I'll get into it at 5 o'clock. Obviously, with two minutes earlier. But Darth Vader 21 is already here. It was great, he says. Well, we'll get into that in a moment. I don't know if he's still here. I don't know if he just entered the stream just to. It was great, and then left. You know. I don't know. He hasn't made himself known. But yeah, make yourself known. We are going to be talking about, of course, the Batman trailer 2021, which I would say that the reaction has been unanimously good. I've heard a lot of positives about this. Not too many negative reactions. Like even like the people who I know for negative reactions haven't really given negative reactions. So I won't name names. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about in this video. Just a live version of a trailer. I mean, I've already watched the trailer, so it's just going to be me talking about the trailer. I might actually play it in the background when I talk about it. But I would say, the first, I'd say make yourself known, guys, if you are here. Hello. But I would say the first thing that got me was, of course, the Nirvana soundtrack, which I think is awesome. Something in the Way. Now, I honestly feel like that music used is kind of an attempt to paint the kind of almost the brooding sense of Bruce Wayne. I feel like we're going back to a brooding Bruce Wayne. We're going back, in my opinion, maybe to a bit of a Michael Keaton Bruce Wayne. I said this for a long time, like I did a video a while back called Why I Think Robert Pattinson Will Be a Good Batman, so I recommend you guys watch that. I feel like they're going back that way, like the mysterious Bruce Wayne, the tortured Bruce Wayne, but I feel like it's also a combination of the Christian Bale kind of young Robert Pattinson, even though he is a man in his 30s, he still does look young and he still has that youthful kind of sadness about him, it seems, in this, that morbid sadness. And what about as bands to have that vibe emanate than Nirvana? And probably one of the most morbid songs they ever wrote, which is Something in the Way. Very dark, very brooding song. It was perfect for the trailer. I absolutely loved it. I was not expecting to hear Nirvana. Very, very solemn kind of vibe to the trailer, I would say. Which is, we'll get to that. But it starts off with someone's face wrapped in fucking whatever it is, tape with writing on it. And, that's already, in red writing, we are getting some dark stuff on this. So I would not be surprised they were going to, really, really, really turn this into almost a 7 with Batman in. Now, and you also get in the trailer Batman beating the living fuck out of someone. Now, I think it's cool as hell, but it annoys me because I know for a fact that everyone's sitting there loving it. That beating, that person could not survive. I absolutely guarantee that. He bludgeons his head in like something out of Jason Voorhees. He bludgeons his head in. Like, I enjoy it because I like to see Batman bludgeon people's heads in. I like seeing Michael Keaton's Batman kill people because I'm a sicko, but he bludgeons his head in. There's no way of survival there. And most of the people loving this are the people who say Batman didn't kill under any circumstances. So you'd better have some backlash when this comes out, and he clearly would die. I can't believe it. It's the most brutal Batman ever on film, surely. It's some Arkham City shit. And to be fair, in the Arkham City fighting, you would kill someone. Definitely. Mullerville Concrat says, hey man. Sorry if I can't pronounce your name. Kane SC, have you seen the trailer already? Yes, I have. just as I say, playing it in the background whilst I talk about it. But yeah, I don't want to do a reaction because I just feel like I'd rather talk about it with you guys on stream. And I've come to do a stream and I have a gigantic spot right there. And I've brought your attention to it, even though probably you guys already noticed it. What is going on? I'm a grown man and I still have the teenage skin. What the fuck, God? Thank you very much, God. It looks great on live stream. But yeah, as I say, how do you guys feel about Batman beating the ever-loving shit out of someone? Probably to death. I'm not even joking. That guy, there's not much coming back from that. I've got to be honest. You beat the living shit out of him. You bludgeoned his head in. Who are you? I'm your killer. I'm Jack the Ripper. You know. I liked Robert Pattinson. I never had a problem with Robert Pattinson as Batman. You know, I even like the outfit. I like just the way he is. You know, I like that kind of lost and broken Bruce Wayne. I always like seeing that because it's more. I don't know, you know, and I feel like this film does have this kind of underlying sense of injustice. You know, the injustice of Bruce's life, but also the injustice that's going on in the city. I feel like they're kind of going for Nolan vibes on this, which can be a blessing and a curse because we can't, you know, that's too, you know, Nolan films, they're in another stratosphere. No one will ever emulate them, you know. And I don't know if it's wise for any Batman film that follows to try and create the same world. There is kind of this real world feel on it. And there is kind of this, but as I say, I guess it's different enough. It's got more of a Seven type feel. It's almost like more of a grim feel than Batman Begins. Almost like a seedy feel, which, you know, it feels like there's going to be not much punches pulled by Batman, by the Riddler, by everyone in this film. You know, it's going to be about the seedy corruption going on in Gotham, and you know, Batman's kind of detective approach. You know, whereas Batman Begins is more about him overcoming fear and this and that. This feels like an angry Batman, a very angry Batman who kind of keeps his anger because he just seems like you know, even introduces himself, I am vengeance. You know, very close. That reminded me of what Michael Keaton's Batman was originally supposed to say when he said, I'm Batman, which is, I am the Night. There's actually a comic adaptation of Batman 1989 where I've got it up there, I think, where Keaton's Batman actually says, I am the Night, not I am Batman. And we all laughed at it. But now when Robert Pattinson says, I am vengeance, we're like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, because you were expecting him to say, I am Batman, because that's all Batman ever says. But, you know, I am vengeance, you know, makes this movie stand out. Every Batman film, he says, I'm Batman. Every Batman film, he says, you know, I'm Batman. But in this, he says, I'm vengeance. I like that. You know, I liked Robert Pattinson's voice, kind of a mash between Christian Bale and Ben Affleck, I guess, but not too much from the Christian Bale side. Again, it is giving me Batman Begins flashbacks because Batman Begins was about the young Bruce Wayne. It was about the corruption in the city, this and that. I'm just hoping it's not too like that. But the trailer did get me excited. The Riddler's very intriguing. Played by it's Paul Deno, isn't it? What's his name? Paul Dano, yeah, Paul Dano from There Will Be Blood, which I think is one of the greatest films of all time, and his performance in that is spectacular. And he, you know, in that There Will Be Blood, he has this kind of really kind of seedy, you know, just controversial nature to his character, where it's just, you know, there's so much deliberate kind of what's the best term? Deliberate kind of corrupting of people going on, and I feel like he's appropriate for Riddler because he was very quirky, very mysterious, very odd. I feel like that's what's going to happen in this with the Riddler. You know, it's not going to be like a Jim Carrey Riddler. It's not going to be a Riddler we've seen before. And the Riddler is an actor a villain that I've wanted to see for a long time because we've only ever had the comedic Riddler, really. We've never had a depiction of the dark Riddler. And that needs to happen because, that is such an intriguing character. And to see a Riddler who seems like he got started off from looking at this trailer, of somebody who just looked at the corruption in the city and just couldn't handle it anymore, just went over the edge. And now he's just messing with Batman because he knows that Batman is holding. I always feel like there's an idea of this Batman holding on to. He's on the edge. He's even on the edge. Every moment you see Robert Pattinson's Batman or Bruce Wayne in this, he looks icy and just like he's about to go nuts. And obviously he beats the living shit out of someone in one bit. And I think I did feel that there was like a detective feel to the trailer, which is good. They have come out and said this is going to be a detective film. Again, I got the Seven vibes, almost like a really messed up. It's going to be a messed up film, I feel. It's going to be an ambitious film. It's going to show more than even the Nolan films, I think. There was nothing light about this whatsoever. And do we want a light Batman? You know what? I probably would have leaned towards it after Nolan. We need Batman to come back down to earth. We need Batman to be a bit more, not Joel Schumacher Batman, but more adventure and more happy. But no, they're really going for the dark and morbid Batman, which is cool. I didn't really get many comic book vibes to this. I got graphic novel vibes though. Yeah, Batman is a character that can fit in graphic novels, of course. So I got that. And I just got this real feeling of depression and downbeat and morbid. Just someone who, doesn't want to see that, and obviously it's not going to be good for you if you wanted to see a lighter version of Batman or this and that. And obviously, I know what everyone's talking about as well is that we actually do see the black makeup, the panda eyes. Obviously, every single Batman actor, every time Batman that has been in film takes off the mask, those eyes are gone. He's got the black eyes, and you know what? It looks pretty darn cool with that shot of Robert Pattinson with the black around his eyes. It's pretty cool. It's pretty, it makes you feel like, that's how it should be, And I feel like this is a movie which is uncompromising, or will be uncompromising. The director's clearly trying to. I'm baffled that then they're letting him make it, because you think about it, these sorts of movies don't really do well at the moment, if that makes sense. Like these really uncompromising movies. I respect them for for trying to do that, but I feel like Nolan's type of Batman films, I feel like the success of them won't be duplicated. I don't think we're ever going to have a time where a Batman movie is that dark and is that successful again, because you're always going to be comparing it. But that's where we are. We're only one trailer, obviously. But yeah, I mean, as I say, I love the noir soundtrack. I love the depressing downbeat vibe to it, because I like that kind of stuff for Batman. It kind of felt like a proper detective thriller, a proper dark and grisly movie. I wouldn't be surprised if there's blood in this. I would not be surprised. And I would not be surprised if Batman is a little bit, a little bit of a criminal in this, even though he's close to the police, as we see. Obviously, we have Colin Farrell in the trailer, looking nothing like Colin Farrell, looking unbelievably different. So, they're really going for it with Colin Farrell as the Penguin. You don't see much of Catwoman in the trailer. I don't know if it's right to have so many villains or characters in it, because we know what normally happens. They got lost in the shuffle. But there was just kind of this unique sparkle to this trailer, which I enjoyed. I say what I took away from it is the kind of morbid, downbeat vibes. And, if you wanted a positive movie, you've got that coming with Bill and Ted 3. This is not positive. This is almost like if a Batman fan was able to make the movie they exactly wanted. Because most Batman fans, they just love that dark Batman. And that's what we've got here, a really, really dark Batman film, Robert Pattinson I always said it, you know, even back in Twilight, he has got that behind his eyes. He's got something going on. He's a, you know, a measured, icy, tortured soul. And I feel like it's kind of theatrical, kind of opera-esque vibe to this film. I feel like it's going to be a very grand film. I feel it's going to be a very ground-level human film. I just hope it's not too similar to Batman Begins, but there are enough elements to it. Seeing the Riddler doing his thing is going to be enough for me to distinguish it, because we've never seen it. I mean, I wonder how he looks, you know. Can he have, you know, and in watching it, you think, well, they can't have the green Riddler suit with the green hat and the cane. And that's a shame, because I actually want to see Batman characters. That's the thing with these kind of realistic adaptations. They always feel the need that they can't have the costumes. They can't have it be how it would be. And I really don't agree with that. I want to see the Penguin look like the Penguin, you know, and I just hope that that's possible. I hope there's more comic book vibes as we see more of this. Because, yeah, this is just a really kind of serious, really serious, possibly the most serious take on Batman ever. Like, he looks like he's going to kill the world in this one moment and he'll go over the edge. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the Batman. Hasn't been many comments in the live chat, so I'll probably discuss it with you guys in my next live stream. But yeah, there will be people come and watch this video. So this will now be a video on my channel. So yeah, comment down below and I'll talk to you in the comments. Everyone's buzzing about it, so let's talk about it. But thanks for watching, everyone. That's just my thoughts on the Batman trailer review. The Batman trailer. This is the Batman trailer review by me. Love live streams, guys. Anyways, see you guys next time, and let's talk about it in the comments. Talk about the Batman. Robert Pattinson in the Batman. Edward from Twilight in the Batman. But yeah, if you guys want a great Robert Pattinson movie to watch, which is almost good, you know, this and word I would use for this is disturbing. It feels like it's going to be disturbing. You know, if you want to see Robert Pattinson in a disturbing movie, watch The Lighthouse. That's disturbing as hell. I really think he's an actor who's cut out for this. He really is. There wasn't much dialogue in the trailer either, so I feel like that added to me the kind of operatic vibes. Obviously, that Nirvana song has been turned into theatrical presentation. It's almost like taking that Kurt Cobain, that dark, morbid sadness, and presenting it in this kind of grander way, this grand scale way. You know, they're changing the song into this grand version of something in a way, one of the most downbeat songs they've ever done. Almost like they're doing that with Batman, you know, a really downbeat character, but we can make it grand. We can bring those dark, depressing feelings out in a really grand way. So while it is a down and morbid film, I feel like there's going to be attempts to make this a big spectacle, but it'll just be a big, dark spectacle, almost like The Crow, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and let's talk about the Batman trailer in the comments. See you guys soon.